An honor or a great pleasure to have both Callum and Christy introducing us as former ND, long-time friend and mentor of us, working together in many countries. This has been probably the most emotional roller coaster batches we ever done, right? So if you tell us in January that what it was going to happen, we could not believe it. We're only here today because I have an incredible team, and in this case, the weight was on them. So Farid, Daria in cyber, Alexa, Lauma in SaaS, the capability to adapt, to be hours and hours in front of a screen, to never know what we were going to do next month. So my big thank you and gratitude goes to them. This was 3 months to be finished in Latitude in May, and there have been 6 months to be finished in Latitude in late August. They have to alter their lives, and the same goes to all the startups. But this is why we're here. This is why we, after 8 years, since we started and since Hertie started in Estonia, we are today still helping founders becoming entrepreneurs and build great international tech companies. I don't give a damn about COVID. I don't give a damn about anything else. We're still doing the same thing. We need to help these founders do it. And that's one thing that is not going to change. And in 2030, I'm going to be on the stage presenting our 60th batch. It's going to be the same thing, because we're never going to stop doing it. That's why today, we have 19 batches and more than 400 founders. In 2020, we'll have invested in 22 batches, 220 companies from a little start in Estonia 8 years ago. And that's what we are very proud to do and continue doing. And more than proud, we're passionate about doing it. But you need to have passion to really listen to cyber pitches, right? Great guys, etc. You love them to death. I remember the first cyber, I was thinking, what are we going to do with these geek guys that are going to be for 12 hours in a room coding and not talking to anybody, not hugging, not doing anything? How wrong we were. It's always an amazing pleasure. I still remember the first 2 weeks, the only 2 weeks we managed to be in person. And let's start with them, because this is the most important one. First team, which actually was our first Lithuanian cyber team ever. They should not be here. They didn't have a product when they were pitching to us. They were still not full-time when they were pitching to us. And I said, we are not going to invest. And I remember I said, give us a test. What can we do to prove you wrong? So we gave them KPIs. They have met every single KPI. They have non-stop. They have pivot 2 times. They have got customers, partners, pilots, and it's one of the most coachable experiences I have had to work with them. With all of you, ID Blender.
Hello. Hi, my name is Andrews, CEO of ID Blender. We make secure networks seamless for organizations. We all go to places like offices or co-working centers where there is a single Wi-Fi password written on the whiteboard. Why do they do it like that? To make it simple. But it's like giving one key to open all doors in the building to make it simple. Did you know that WeWork, which hosts thousands of companies, is still using single password globally? When this password is leaked or cracked, your business is at risk and your customers are at risk. Where can you find these leaked passwords? On TV, apparently. Gentleman on the left is from the Hawaii Emergency Agency. This agency is responsible to alert about nuclear attacks. And if you don't find the password that you need on TV, then there is an app for that. And these apps are really popular. With a single password, you are not in control and you are putting your business at risk. This is why we built ID Blender. ID Blender brings 2 very powerful technologies together: secure Wi-Fi and VPN. It works by providing each employee an individual, unique login to connect to Wi-Fi in the office and to VPN from home. We are the only company for SMBs that currently enables this single identity end-to-end. And guess what? You don't even have to buy new hardware. it is compatible with your existing infrastructure. The beauty of this approach is that you can control and manage access in one place. You don't have to buy different solutions for Wi-Fi, for VPN, and try to combine them with the duct tape. Security tools are out of reach for many companies. Cisco, Juniper, and others are targeting huge enterprise organizations. They work on a project levels of 50,000 euros or more with 5-year contracts. Our progress so far, we launched in February this year. In March, we started working with the startup-wise guys. In April, in just 4 weeks, we managed to create a VPN for Teams extension due to remote working situation. We've got 8 pilots and 2 partnerships signed. Next quarter, we are raising 340,000 euros to address the big opportunity in front of us. Our go-to-market strategy is through partnerships. We are looking for partners like internet service providers, solution providers, and security experts. As a team, we've known each other for 10 years. We've built successful companies together in the past, including Super G smartwatch, which you can get in Telia, Tele2, and other retail stores. We want to bring security tools to SMBs, to protect them, to put them in control. I'm Andrews from ID Blender. I'd love to tell you more. Please do get in touch. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, Andrews.
Sure.
Please, please, please. Give me 2 answers. What is your optimal SME? Secondly, why are you using partners if your customers are going to be small companies?
Thank you. That's a good question. Optimal SMEs we are looking at and what we investigated already, it's 20, 30 people to 200. That's our optimal range. Second part of the question, partnerships. When we go with partners, it's a win for us. We are getting the client. It's a win for the partner because they are looking for value-added services. They want to increase their margins. And it's a win for the end client because they are getting the tools from the partners that they already trust. It's the tools that they need from the sources that they trust.
How long will it take you to reach 10K MRR?
For that, we are targeting 6 months.
Go, do it.
Thank you.
The next thing is another very funny one because we wonder for 3 days, what do the hell they do? The guy, they look nice guys, they have a very good reputation in the Czech Republic, but we're still thinking, what do they do? I remember Uldi saying, coming with the best explanation, it's like putting diapers in IoT devices. I said, oh, yeah, the IoT, this. So this was the best explanation. After 5 months, I think he does a bit better than that in explaining the business. And without stealing your thunder, they just launched a pilot in one municipality in Czech. 80% of the devices have the original passwords. Everything was hackable. We need this type of network and protection with us. With all of you, GuardIoT IoT.
There is quite a revolution taking place in our cities. Objects around us being upgraded with sensors to build a vast Internet of Things, known as IoT or smart cities. Lights on the street, X-ray in hospital, and your car is now online, all sending sensitive data across the networks. There has been 27 billion connected things in 2019. The market grows by 12% every year. All things can be hacked. Related risks are often overlooked or ignored. This can lead to unauthorized access and control. In 2016, we have experienced Mirai, the largest attack ever launched by IoT botnet. 20% of the US went back to the dark ages. The attack was successful as default usernames and passwords were used. Same year, different attack targeting city infrastructure in Finland. As a result, buildings lost heating during the winter. We have realized that if we don't act, people may die during the next successful attacks. This is why we came up with GuardIoT. Our mission is to make sure that smart cities are also safe cities. GuardIoT is a combination of hardware and software. We are monitoring the networks by hardware probes. This is how we discover changes in the networks. And we are protecting networks and connected things by testing its vulnerabilities. There is competition out there, but our advantage is that we do combine hardware and software. We are vendor agnostic. Unlike our competitors with robust solutions, we are capable to address all SMB scenarios. We do direct sales and product bundling with partners and resellers, and we operate in cloud and on-premise, addressing developing legislative requirements. Our customers pay a monthly fee based on complexity of their networks. Started in February with no product. Thanks to Startup Wise guys and angel investor, we have ignited our traction. We have successfully delivered paid proof of concept for Prague municipality, and we are negotiating with 3 other customers for a similar deal. Our team is a combination of seniors and enthusiasts in technology and cybersecurity domains. We're raising 250,000 euros in the upcoming investment round. We would like to scale up new things onboarding, as well as scale up our development in order to provide more added value in a shorter time. Do you know someone who has thousands of connected things in their networks? My name is Jakub, and I'm happy to talk to you.
You say speed up and scale up. What do you really need to do differently to go faster and larger?
I would say both, because there is a high demand on the market, both public-private sector. So we would like to grow our team in order to deliver our solution to more verticals as soon as possible.
Who do you need to hire?
Mainly developers, and we have to scale up our customer support in order to keep the high quality of service and customers satisfied.
How big can you be in 12 months from now?
I would say a couple tens of team members, depending on how we will...
Revenues.
Well, revenues, our objection is like we would like to get 25 infrastructure customers by the end of 2021, generating 45,000 MRR at the end of 2021.
Okay. Thank you, Jakub. If you've been around for a while, I don't know why, I always love the Tartu teams. We call them the cute teams, right? It's always these 2-3 people working extremely well together. There's something special about how they deal with each other, you know. Factory, SmartBand, now called Calidity. We always find that teams who are there, they can work together, and actually usually 3 to 4 people, which usually we don't see much in the rest of the teams. The same happened with the next team. 3 guys from Tartu getting a new co-founder, putting him on a stage all the time, and coming up with probably the best tagline I have here in cybersecurity for a while. The WSO is the next SEO. But I'll let him explain what the hell that means. With all of you, Hilo, let's go, Idyllum Labs.
I'm Enna, co-founder of Adylum Labs. Today, I want to ask you a question. Would you drive a car with no seat belts, no brakes, no airbags? I hope not. But that is exactly the kind of risk so many of us take when it comes to website security. And the results speak for themselves. 30,000 new websites are hacked every day. Now, the truth is, web security optimization is hard. And even good web developers are not cybersecurity experts. So, it's no wonder that a professional security audit can cost you upwards of 4,000 euros. This is exactly why, at Adylum Labs, we are building a web security optimization platform that really is simple. You start by entering your website address and pressing a button. Our software automatically scans your website and compiles a thorough security report. The basic scan is free, but advanced features like continuous monitoring and developer guides are available as a subscription. This really is the unfair advantage every web developer is looking for. Because with Adylum Labs, they don't need to be cybersecurity experts to secure and build their websites. Now, the the cybersecurity market is already worth $150 billion today, but we estimate WSO will grow into a $2 billion market on its own within the next 5 years. Web security optimization is going to be as big as SEO. And today, we're exactly where SEO was 10, 15 years ago. Our team is ready to take on that growth. We bring together experiences from big corporations like Telia, fast-moving startups like Click and Grow, and 3 of our 4 co-founders have been hacking and coding together for the last 15 years. We started in March with a rough prototype, but today, if you're a web developer, you shouldn't deliver a project without putting it through our test suite. And if you're the client, you definitely shouldn't accept delivery before testing your new website on Idyllum.com. So we are raising 100,000 euros to build a scalable digital marketing-based sales funnel and reach 15,000 euros MRR. This is your opportunity today, whether you are a developer or an investor, to ride the next big wave in the web development business. Because together, we can make unsecure websites a thing of the past. I'd love to tell you more. You can find me here at Latitude or online. And thank you so much for your time.
What will it take to be 30K MRR in 18 months? What do you need to do differently to go double the speed? Just getting 200,000 euros?
I think it's not going to be 200,000 euros.
Okay, so?
I think it's going to be we're making that scalable sales funnel work. Once we have done that 30,000 euros MRR, it's not going to be, well, it's going to be nothing, really. Because once that funnel works, it's endlessly scalable.
So where are you today on your go-to-market strategy?
So today, we are going to be targeting the European Union plus the UK, sadly, now, as our go-to-market strategy. We're going to be specifically targeting developer hotbeds like Portugal, Romania, the Czech Republic as well, because it is, simply put, cheaper to target those developers there. We're going to be using online channels. Developers, they hang out online and they talk to each other. In the short term, it's going to be digital advertising, paid advertising. It just has a better ROI. But in the long term, we're building out an inbound marketing and content marketing-based strategy. Because you know what? Once developers start talking to each other, they talk to each other.
Okay. You didn't make it to the final in Latitude this year. You need to win next year. So I want that 30K MRR.
Well, I'm gonna book a time in the calendar and make sure I don't disappoint you, Cristobal.
It's 9 months because next year it might be in May again. So you don't wait too long.
All right, thank you.
Clicker, Marco. When we started the first cybersecurity, it's actually cybersecurity and defense AI. But we didn't get any defense team. In fact, we are collaborating with MOD in Estonia. So we really wanted to, are we going to get at some point talent coming from the military? And the answer was in this batch. 2 officers, former officers, joining together to make a startup. He can be intimidating, when you're in front of these guys and you want to give them tough questions, and they're there with the suit, the hat, the pin, and looking at you like, what do you want, right? Can be intimidating. It was good that they're intimidating, but they're also listening and being coachable. And also they know Latin. So we thought they can't do the English one, but I like most the Senzu Septima name. Marco, the stage is yours.
Imagine being a soldier. In military operations, you're constantly stressed, tired, and scared for your life. Your body and mind are pushed to the very limit. Making decisions in these extreme conditions has been a combination of experience, gut feeling, and luck, until now. Here's the problem. Military operations produce large amount of information. Data is being collected, analyzed, and processed with PowerPoint and Excel. Database management is literally a folder on somebody's desktop, sitting somewhere. Due to these reasons, we're not able to process all of the incoming information, and as a result, we cannot make smart strategic decisions. Humans have limits, and that's okay. We have the winning mind, an intelligent decision support software. We have digitized battlefield information management. The winning mind shares data between information owner and user to provide key insight to the right people at the right time. The winning mind helps users to find information 80% faster. It visualizes and links data between different sources based on metadata, and it helps to decrease the learning curve more than 90%. Say goodbye to PowerPoints, Excel folders, desktop files. We help to make critical decisions and make them fast. We develop our product with NATO and have been validating with the defense industry. Existing competition provides information in a tactical or operational environment. Only one competitor crosses the green line, delivering strategic know-how to their users. We have customers in defense, private companies and governments. In the long run, we will look into big corporation who has the same problems as military users. We earn money from implementation, annual fees, and licenses. With limited resources, we have achieved exceptional results. Back in March, we did not even have the company. Today, we have agreements with NATO countries, and we're closing our seed round. Our next aim is to test our MVP in the biggest regional exercise, Hedgehog. Combined, our team has more than 130 years of relevant experience needed to fulfill defense market needs. We're organizing our Series A round on the first half of 2021. I'm Marko Kaseleht, CEO of Senzu Septima. Thank you.
What can go wrong in that ambitious plan?
Well, actually, somebody could buy us.
That's wrong?
Well, let's be honest, there is a political issue. European countries are distancing themselves from the US, and our greatest competitor, Palantir, is a US-based company. So for us, literally nothing can go wrong. For the end users, well, they might have more expensive product.
Who is your next military customer after Estonia?
We already have next military customer, but I cannot tell you that.
It's close by?
Sorry?
Close by, Estonia?
Yeah, Europe.
Okay, good. Thank you, Marko.
Thank you.
We're moving online. We start actually with a team who managed to spend 4 months in Tallinn, but he did the opposite travel than Marko. He's now in the military. So, what can we do? So Verilogy is going to help on the privacy stage, and he's joining all the way from Turkey, and he will be joining on video. So if we can put Verilogy in place, that would be great. Thank you.
I was a junior lawyer in a prestigious law firm, where I was living the dream that soon I would become Harvey Specter from Suits or Ron LaFlamme from Pied Piper. But it all changed when privacy laws like GDPR came into force. I thought technology, privacy, and legal would go hand in hand, but there were no automated tools to solve the biggest problem around compliance, the human factor. As enterprises have the resources to fulfill the minimum requirements set out by the laws, the market is changing, and their legal teams want to go beyond that. They want to go beyond compliance. As being compliant on paper doesn't free you from getting fines, as we have witnessed in the past. So, 88% of the legal teams in enterprise state that raising employee awareness is one of their top priorities. So, they spend on average 2,000 hours each year training their employees, conducting tests and audits to improve their privacy posture. Yet, they fail, as 60% of the breaches still happen due to human error. This has to change. Privacy management must evolve to a human-centric approach and change people's behavior, as companies are people. And this is why we built Verilogy. We provide a SaaS privacy intelligence platform for legal teams and compliance officers to improve privacy awareness with scenario-based audits and real-life simulations to ensure your employees feel responsible for privacy even when nobody's looking. You can scan the vulnerabilities of your employees and break the risks down into facts with powerful AI insights to get a clear profile on their employee. The privacy compliance spend is around 8 billion euros, and we plan to capture the 43 million market of Turkey and Northern Europe. Unlike our competitors who allow assessment tools or law firms that come in for damage control, we work in a proactive and preventive way. We look for privacy risks, identify them, and help our clients correct them before it's too late. The team consists of privacy professionals, cybersecurity gurus, and software engineers who live and breathe privacy. We had traction selling to law firms and made around 10K revenue, but since then, we have realized that enterprises are going to be our way forward. We are going to raise a round in the first quarter, but now we are looking for enterprises to conduct POCs who are willing to go beyond compliance. Mert from Verilogy help us cultivate a world of better privacy, one employee at a time. Thank you.
I'm observing a very, very worrisome trend, which is how much hair our founders lose every 6 months. I was just in City on a stage, and he has lost all his hair. So Mert is actually on his way to do that. So I'm getting more and more worried myself. We got a deja vu in the bootcamp. We saw a team from Ukraine pitching us exactly what another team was pitching us a year before, and whose first client was going to be the EU. We were not very keen to take them. So again, we went from KPI-based. Can you achieve something? Can you sell to somebody? Can you really sign contracts, not just work with NGOs? And I think Cappture has proved that they can do it. From Ukraine, Cappture.
Fake news, black PR, copyright infringement. These are now common problems online. And the professionalization of deception is a growing threat which is costing businesses and governments billions of dollars each year. Yet the people who profit from this nonsense often get away with it because it's extremely difficult to prove when and where something was published online. It's easy to edit, delete, and deny online content. And this gives a real advantage to those who want to lie, cheat, and deceive people. And it creates a real problem for lawyers, investigators, and regulators who need evidence. In the online world, there is no easy answer to the common challenge: prove it. And that is why we built Cappture. Cappture is an easy-to-use service that automatically grabs, timestamps, and saves snapshots of web content, essentially creating a time capsule of a web page that you can rely on in court. It works if you're a lawyer saving evidence. It works if you're a journalist investigating a case. And it works for all other businesses who need a solid and reliable way to save and prove what was published online. We save the evidence. Courts, regulators, consumer protection agencies, they can all use the service, and we have subscription packages for small, medium, and large enterprises. Now, there are other ways to save online content, but these often rely on unreliable screenshots or expensive desktop software. So Cappture is different. We combine full multi-format snapshots, blockchain timestamping, and full API access. So this is digital archiving as a service. Cappture has been developed by a team with a background in software engineering, fact-checking, and online disinformation. And with the help of startup wise guys, we built the core technical infrastructure, software, and business processes in just 3 months. And on the back of this, we just signed a contract with the European Commission as a corporate client. They need a simple and secure way to save evidence of online disinformation, and Cappture does that in seconds. We are also running a number of trials with PR companies and law firms. So we are not currently raising, but we will be next year, and we are looking for introductions and a foothold in the €11 million UK legal market. So if you know any company who needs a solid and reliable way to prove what was published online, they can use Cappture. Because when online evidence vanishes, Capptures don't. I am Ian, we are Cappture, and I'll be happy to answer your questions after this session. Thank you.
So one more team from Turkey. Probably the first time we actually have a team in 2 batches in a row. They were invited to FinTech 3 Vilnius, and there was a lot of difficulties for them to be there, and we thought they could benefit from being with us in cyber. But we thought, are they really going to be motivated by it? We're surprised that not only Ahmed, but the entire team joined every single session from now on. And I think the sales are coming very, very soon, but I'll let Ahmed and Loki tell you how they're going to make networks more secure on an automated way. With all of you, Loki.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmed Polat, and I'm the CEO of Loki. Loki helps small companies to automate and secure their networks without needing experts. I started coding when I was 10 years old, and I've been working on critical infrastructure in data centers, helping governments and enterprises on building software platforms for the last 18 years. Every single time I talk to a manager who wants something to be done in their network, they need someone else to do it for them. And I noticed that they do nothing when experts are not around, because it's too complicated, right? But how can they protect their company networks if they even don't know what an IP address is? Almost 60% of all cyber attacks are targeting small companies, and 70% of them have no protection at all. That's because current solutions are made by engineers for engineers. Imagine you have a team of experts taking care of your company network and security. How would you interact with them? Just by sending an email like this, right? Let's say you want all the devices in your accounting department not to be accessible by anyone but yourself, or you just don't want this guy to access Twitter. It should be that simple. If you do it this way, I can do it in 2 minutes. Even you can do it in 2 minutes. This is why we built Loki, the most usable security product ever, for you to take care of your company network in a way so simple that even your CFO can do it. With Loki, you can easily connect your company network from anywhere, monitor what's going on, and define security policies without any technical knowledge and any hardware investment. It's the perfect solution for busy managers, agile teams, and even for those control freaks who want to get notified when employees are looking for a new job. We are focused to deliver this product to small companies with up to 50 employees, and we are working with internet service providers and MSPs to achieve that. We have launched our product in January. We have more than 50 customers at the moment. We have already completed a POC with one of the major ISPs in Turkey, and we aim to reach more than 300 customers. My team is highly experienced in cybersecurity, networking, and virtualization technologies, and we are blessed to have those amazing people as our advisors. We are backed by startup wise guys, Think That Innovate, and many other investors. Since we are expanding into Europe, we are looking for possible partnerships with internet service providers and MSPs. We are not raising funds right now, but we will be in the next 6 months. My name is Ahmed. I'm the CEO of Loki, and we are getting networks simplified. Thank you for your time, and I would love to talk more if you have any questions.
You have to love the birds chirping on the background, right? On the pitch, you know, for a little touch on the cybersecurity one. Last team, Easy Choice, a fintech company running for more than 5 years already. Very strong MRR. They said, we are not scaling. We need something new. They came out with a cybersecurity product. They put a new co-founder in place, Guido, and the job was clear. Within Cyber North, we need to get the product to the market. We need to validate there is a need. We need to understand who our customer is going to be. But I'll let Thomas introduce to you Cursor Insight.
Hi, I'm Tomasz, CEO of Cursor Insight, the company that made Graboxy. With Graboxy, we provide motion-based user authentication. Let me tell you why we need to rethink user authentication for online payments. Take two-factor authentication on a desktop. Accessing the second factor always needs a second device, which breaks the flow of the user session. A push notification needs a separate app. Codes sent by text messages don't need an app, but they're vulnerable to SIM spoof attacks, and sending them is quite costly. In each case, you need a second device, and 1 in 3 people have trouble accessing the second factor when they need it. If you're trying to pay on your mobile, you run into a different problem. Your comfortable fingerprint or face recognition won't work as a second factor, as mobile browsers cannot access these features for authentication. So you either have to switch between applications or wait for the text code to arrive. On average, it takes 37 seconds to authenticate a payment, and this is bad news for card issuing banks. According to Visa study, when a card is declined, 62% of the time that cards end up in the back of the wallet, and most people start considering changing the issuer. Because people just expect a smooth and fast payment process online. But two-factor authentication is a must due to the strong customer authentication regulation. The bottom line, card issuing banks are losing business from the friction caused by the traditional authentication processes. Thanks to our mathematical modeling experts and world-class developers, we built Graboxy, a better second-factor authentication. Our company specializes in machine learning-based movement analysis, and our team won global machine learning competitions. We want Graboxy to replace old-fashioned 2FA with motion-based authentication. It's possible because the way you move the mouse or swipe on a phone is completely unique to you. Our motion analysis technology is already embedded in our first product, a biometric e-signature solution. We use it to verify more than 500,000 handwritten signatures every single day for our banking clients. So, how does Graboxy work? First, you register your profile by completing the enrollment. You only have to do this once, and it takes less than 2 minutes. Graboxy creates your biometric profile by finding all the possible uniqueness in your movement. The next time you want to confirm a payment, you just repeat the movement that you're enrolled with. All you have to do is just move the mouse or swipe on the phone. You don't need a second device or a second app. Our machine learning algorithm verifies your movement data, and you're good to go within 5 seconds. What our clients get is frictionless user experience for their customers. Plus, it's super easy to integrate as Graboxy works with a simple web call. Operators can see all the authentication attempts on our dashboard in real time. We want to work together with card issuers, but our motion-based 2FA is also available to e-commerce merchants, online betting sites, and video gaming platforms. We are looking for partners in the banking and payments industry to join our pilot. We are just closing an investment round to finance the Graboxy launch, but we're always happy to talk to future investors as well. Thank you.
And this is a real problem because we just interviewed 3 other startups trying to do the same. So there's clearly a race to who is going to be the next standard on two-way authentication. So first, CyberNorth 2, batch 18. So in Cyber, we managed to pull 2 weeks together before we have to basically go online. Batch 18 was even more difficult. We basically met 12 windows for 3.5 months. So it was so surprising when we finally managed to get them back with us, to recognize, oh, you're much bigger than you look in Zoom. Oh, you're much smaller than you look in Zoom, right? So it was kind of a very interesting experience. Again, big thank you to Lauma and to Alexa. I know how difficult it is to keep the energy in the last months. Actually, Alexa, I thought she was not going to make it this time again from Ukraine, so she finally made it. Very happy. But let's go with the teams. Herty, I think he probably made me promise that we will not invest in any advertising, e-commerce solutions, startups from Ukraine and Belarus. It just doesn't work. It has never worked for us. 0 conversion rate. 0 conversion rate. So of course we fail because we saw this team from Ukraine. They've been together forever. Yes, it's a red ocean, but we called them customers. And we had a lot of very good feedback. And we did have to go for them. It's been amazing to work with them. Again, the coachability there is smiles, but the capacity to change the business. And we're going to make our conversion rate finally 5% at least. With all of you, Bannerboo.
So guys, I have sad news for you. We live in a world when everyone hates advertising and everyone is using ad blockers. But advertising is the engine of commerce and the life of trade. Now this industry needs change, and we are the driving force behind the change. My name is Michael. I'm CEO and co-founder of the next generation rich media ad builder, Bannerboo.com. On the left side, you can see the first banner ever, made in 1994. All you can do is just click on it, that's all. And on the right side, you can see how the modern banner looks like. Ads are not just banners anymore. Today, a banner is like a standalone content that gives people an opportunity to interact with brands, learn about the product, and being entertained. But the problem is that companies spend weeks to create such campaigns, and it costs them thousands of euros. That's why we are developing a platform that allows marketers to create mobile-first interactive ads from scratch in 48 hours. Using our tool, people can create complex ads using virtual reality, chatbots, or even games inside banners. Bannerboo is most helpful for digital agencies, in-house marketing teams, and advertising platforms. With these customers in mind, we are going to launch Bannerboo first in the C region and Europe, because we know this market and see there a lot of opportunities. And we are different. We are different because we are developing widget-based ad builder. Unlike our competitor Somplo, you can build rich media ads from scratch. Unlike Adform, you can build ads that load 2 times faster. Our initial traction is 300 clients from 25 countries. Being in Startup Wise Guys program, we tripled our MRR. We made a pivot and entered a promising niche of engaging rich media advertising. Using our tools, customers have already created 100,000 banners. Our co-founders have worked together for 10 years. We built more than 300 web solutions, and Bannerboo is our star on the rise. We ask for 150,000 euros for marketing, sales, and hiring of the key staff. Thank you, Michael from Bannerboo, Ukraine. Yeah, sure.
Don't run that fast, Michael. You're competing with very big guys with lots of money. How are you going to win? How are you going to beat them? How are you going to beat Adform? It's a giant company.
We are different because we are using WebGL technology. It's much faster than it's used by Adform. And it's a big problem for a big corporation to change the platform, even in 1 or 2 couple of years. That's why we are faster, we are flexible, and we use much more creative formats than Adform.
You say you're working in 25 countries. Were they using before your competitors? Were they not using your competitors? What is the use case usually? Are you testing them? What's happening? How are you getting into the door?
The most customers are coming now using search engines like Google. And they found a lot of useful templates because they can edit them just in 1 click and get ad campaign ready. And also they coming because competitors that don't have such features as we have, like we have.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you too.
So now we start one of my biggest categories always is first time we invest in a country, right? So we've never been in Slovakia. So we were there, and it was a beautiful winter December day. I was there with Doug, actually. We met this team. Like the guys, but there was an issue, a slight issue. They wanted double the money that we could offer. So we said, OK, guys, easy. We put half, you find the other half. 2 weeks before the batch, they didn't have it. 1 week before the batch, they didn't have it. One Sunday before the batch, we got a call. We're in. That's good, and I think they have leveraged that money to start creating the growth. With all of you, iERP, Slovakia, Joseph, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Cristobal, for very, very kind words. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joseph. I am the CEO and co-founder of iERP, your future AI prediction platform. In the perfect world, the business owner would know what his customer will purchase in the future. What sort of products should be available on stock for the next holiday season, and what discounts he should give to maintain customer loyalty. This future is called AI Predictive Analytics. But today, implementation of such a solution, it's hard. We are the experts, but it still took us several days to implement such an offering from Amazon. Therefore, as a result, 77% of companies are still using their beloved spread Excel sheets and simply losing potential revenues. And that's where we come in. Dusan and I spent 2 decades working as consultants and project managers with businesses, and 1 year ago, we founded iERP. At iERP, we are offering 2 things: prepackaged AI algorithms and our all-in-one platform. Currently, we are offering 3 algorithms: sales forecasting, next best offer, and discount recommendation. Moreover, we are working with big brands on the vertical version of the algorithms, which we will then resell to other customers using our subscription model. During our pilot with Coca-Cola, our algorithm was able to identify how customer can save 15% of their inventory by manufacturing and purchasing exact amounts of goods. All these algorithms are integrated into our platform, which can be connected with any CRM or ERP system. For those companies which are still using Excel sheets, I have only one suggestion. Guys, really stop it. Move to our platform, and we will give you much higher precision and ease of use. We are really growing fast. We have 7 customers, 50 qualified business leads. Moreover, in just 6 months, we grew our partner network to 11 partners. We are expecting by the end of the year 3K MRR and 50K ARR, but we are just getting started. We assembled a team of 8 people with a background in the data science, consulting, and project management. We will be opening our next investment round for 550,000 starting in October next year to increase our sales and product teams. My name is Joseph Balash from iERP, and I'm looking forward for any questions.
How big are you going to be after you spend €500,000 from somebody else's pocket?
Thank you, Cristobal, for a very kind question. We are expecting to, first of all, increase our MRR to 50K, but not only that. As we are working with the big brands, we are creating a lot of intellectual property, which is one of the key value of our company.
You talk about integrations with ERP. How easy is to integrate? Days, months? Do you need integrators to do it, or can the SMEs and the corporates do it themselves?
So essentially, we are asking how quickly it can be done. And we do have a support for any standard input, which will take a couple of days. But for some ERP and CRM systems, we will provide out-of-the-box integration, which will be a matter of seconds.
OK, we'll test that. Thank you very much, Joseph.
Thank you very much.
I think the next theme is a proof of how we make decisions and a proof to our values. I remember being in the bootcamp. We have met these guys 12 months ago. They were an OPA. You will wonder how the hell he was working 12 months ago. He looks 18. But anyway, young guys, lots of energy. The market was about to collapse, and we knew it. So there is no market for them. I remember Doug and Herty saying, no, we need to invest in these guys. We invest in teams. These guys are an amazing team. They will figure out how the hell to get out of this hole. I think they're starting to figure that out. With all of you, Colette.
Remember these crowds in office canteens, quick service restaurants, and food courts? Most such restaurants we talked to lost up to 70% of their revenue during the pandemic. So the biggest struggle they have is how to take the advantage of digital revolution and get back in the game. Hello, I'm Lucas from Collect, and we are a mobile app that let restaurants take orders and payments in advance to increase the sufficiency of their service. So far, restaurants hasn't been using these sophisticated tools to collect and analyze the data, which led to inefficiency and lost revenue. And today's customers, they need contactless, convenient, and interactive solution to have a satisfactory experience in the house. In fact, two main reasons why restaurants losing their money is they're not communicating online with their customers and they haven't invested in tech improvements. So this is where Collect comes across. We help quick service restaurants to develop their business. With our ordering app, they can serve contactless and more effectively, take more orders per hour, and deliver better customer experience, which we measure by the frequency of returning clients. So who's our perfect client? Meet Peter. He's one of our clients in Poland. He's a quick service restaurant manager, and he was looking for an opportunity to grow the revenue of the business he's running and a solution that meet the demands of his customers. So he decided to pay subscription to use Collect app to communicate his restaurant's offer to tech-savvy clients. We actually have 6 more paying customers in Poland where we launch Collect, and we're right now above 1,000 euro MRR. We currently finished Startup-Wise Gas Accelerator in Tallinn, and we are going to get to 5,000 euro MRR in 6 months. Our target market is 418,000 quick service restaurants working in Europe. But why are we better than other ordering apps? First of all, using big data, we help restaurants to select tailor-made and upselling offers to their customers. And with our marketing automation tools, we achieved conversion rate of 8% people making purchase after our push notifications. And last but not least, thanks to taking orders in advance and analyzing the data, we want to improve the kitchen's efficiency. So let me introduce you to the team of 5 combining expertise in scaling apps and experience in food industry. Pavel is a co-founder of Collect and my school friend. We know each other for 12 years now. If you know any managers of food chain restaurant trying to make some more money, please contact me and I will provide you the further information. Thank you.
So, as Farid likes to say, big elephant in the room. How the hell you're going to beat Bolt or Volt, little 2 guys in Poland? Tell me that.
Right, so we're local app right now focusing on Polish market and see if our solution is gonna work, then expand to Europe. And our value proposition is increasing the efficiency and the revenue of the restaurant by 8%.
How big can you be just in Poland?
So in Poland, we got 28,000 quick service restaurants. So far, we got 7 customers. And this is how we want to expand our sales process to get to this 10% of these restaurants with our sales conversion rate.
Most challenging moment last 6 months?
Not having physical contact with Startup-Wise guys, customers, and our team, and trying to deal with that and still keep the relationships.
Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know how many of you are familiar with The Last Dance in Netflix, right, about Michael Jordan. There is one thing clear about Michael: he hates to lose, right? I have a confession: I hate to lose, right? So when I invite a team to a batch and I get the answer, it is not the right time, I just hate it, right? So I got a call in last batch from Recon. They told me it is not the right time. I said, oh my God. So you say, and they said, can you please explain that to me? Most teams just give you bullshit. They gave us a very good answer. More surprisingly, when we start the next application, they call us, said, guys, now is the right time. can we actually still come to you? Had a big discussion, and I'm very happy that it was the right time to have you here. With all of you, Recon, Dom.
Thank you, Cristobal. Have you ever noticed we as customers demanding for more and more every single day? We expect no queues, quick responses, and accurate solutions from businesses 24/7. But looking from a business perspective, there is a huge globally addressable problem. Service providers receive thousands of customer inquiries per month that directly affects operational costs. In addition, to resolve one particular case, it takes 30 minutes. This leads to increased customer wait times and reduced satisfaction rates. To avoid these problems, we introduced Recon, a semi-autonomous system which helps B2B and B2C companies to automatically analyze customer inquiries via all communication channels. Customers can be issued refunds, make necessary account changes, and much more with the help of our AI. Also, Recon helps improve key customer service metrics, reduce cost per ticket to under €1, and increase customer satisfaction accordingly. While our competitors focus on socials and live chat, we specifically focus on e-commerce and help desk platform automation, offering an affordable pricing which starts at 1.5K and developed pre-made AI models for industry-specific companies. It means we are able to deploy our solution in days instead of weeks or even months. Every year, our market is rapidly growing. In the period of 5 years, we're expecting to capture 5% of our market share and increase our annual revenue by more than €3 million. We charge our customers on subscription-based model that consists of 3 types of plans: for SMBs, large enterprises, and for ones that would decide to go for full automation. So far, we acquired well-known customers from the Baltic region, and in the coming months, we're expecting to onboard such companies as NordVPN and Topshop Group, and increase our annual revenue by €150K. It should happen by the end of this quarter. Our team consists of software developers, business developers, and data scientists. Previous years, we co-founded an agency which develops AI solutions, so we have strong industry knowledge in automation and customer service management as well. In January 21, we are raising €350K to reach 40K MRR in a period of 24 months. Enter UK market and hire a local sales team. I'm Thomas, CEO and co-founder of Recon. Start your journey with us to intelligent customer service automation. Thank you.
Why 40K? Why not 80K in 24 months? What's the challenge to go faster?
So the main challenge for us, of course, is the sales cycle. So at least it's 6 to 8 months. So we need an additional hand from a salesperson here. And to shorten customer onboarding, so we are aiming to enter every possible e-commerce and help desk marketplaces where we can get a global exposure and attract more customers.
What is your biggest competitor right now? Are you facing them already, or in the local market you still have not faced your big guys?
No, our main competitors focus more on US and Canada markets. In European, we just have Digital Genius, I would say. So, but those guys making a general solution, and so it means that they deploy their solution, it can take you from 1 to 5 months. So what we did, so we developed, as I mentioned previously, we developed pre-made models for industry-specific companies as we're targeting. It lets us to onboard customers even quicker than they do. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dante.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So now the real fun starts, because now we get the CTOs pitching, right? So, this is when you really, really get into the mood, right? A couple of them really, really good, believe me. No pressure, guys. But on top of that, on top of bringing the CTO, second team in the batch, the market just collapsed in front of their eyes. Things were going well, and basically COVID destroyed the market. They were the ass off, they came back to the game, and actually way more excited about the product they have right now than the product they have 6 months ago. But let a CTO tell you the story with all of you, Martin from ImpromptMe.
Hi, my name is Martin. I'm co-founder and CTO at ImpromptMe. I'm a tech guy, but I understand the value of networking. I prefer face-to-face communication over texting. And that's why I've spent the last 2 years building ImpromptMe conference networking platform, together with my awesome team with whom I work since 2016. Last year, we introduced our MVP. And already in autumn of 2019, we served several large conferences, including Forbes, Next Big Thing, or Future Now conference. And it was great to see how our clients, conference planners, and our users, conference attendees, loved our product. Early this year, we had deals in our pipeline worth 50,000 euros, and we just became members of Start by Wise Guys family. And then the conference industry was hit hard. Some conferences were canceled. Others moved to platforms like Zoom. But networking and overall quality disappeared. And so did the willingness of attendees and sponsors to pay. Hence, we've decided to bring networking back. We've spent over 100 hours interviewing our clients and attendees, and we promptly implemented new virtual functionality into our product. The first pilots with several virtual events, including CEE All-Stars, proved that networking is not dead. But while the virtual events are interesting, they are not the best possible future. The real future of conference industry are hybrid events, where part of the attendees are in the place and others are joining online. Hybrid networking is attractive to attendees and sponsors, as well as for event agencies and AV media companies, those guys behind you. And that's why we tripled the value of our pipeline since we reshifted to hybrid. Now, we need to finish our hybrid solution, catch up with development of mobile apps, invest into full system automatization, build our client success team, and sales. To do so, we're seeking to raise 250,000 euros. And one last thing, our long-term vision is to bring all digital tools for conference planners under one roof and build something for you. Social network for frequent conference attendees. Thank you, I'm Martin from ImpromptMe.
Not bad for a CTO. Why is Latitude not using ImpromptMe?
Oh, that's a sad coincidence. Unfortunately, they already signed contract with Tokyo. But I hope the next year you will have a much better app.
How much money will you lose if you are not with Latitude next year?
I don't know. There's plenty of others, and
Okay.
our pipeline is growing really fast.
Okay, thank you, Martin. The next one is a problem we have seen many times. In fact, for many people, it's not even a problem, it's a functionality. So in the bootcamp, we keep wondering, why them, right? I have not met a guy so passionate about size of clothing in my life. So I guess we have to believe him on what he's doing, right? So with all of you, Tadas, the stage is yours.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Yes, we are the size people. My name is Taras, and I am founder and CEO of Looksize. Looksize is an online sizing solution for the e-commerce fashion retailers. Imagine that you are the owner of an e-commerce site, and you got your beautiful store, you got your fantastic merchandise, you offer the best service possible, but there is a problem. The conversion is very low, and the return rate is very high. Why is this happening? Well, this is happening because of sizes. The sizes come in different forms and shapes: US, European, international, Asia, And there are those ugly-looking sizing tables. And on the top of that, they have the slim fit, regular fit, loose fit, and so on. But the biggest problem is that the medium size of one brand could be totally different from the medium of another side. So what do you do about it? We put this whole mess in a one single converter. And basically, we bring it down to one single button. It's called the My Size button. All you need to do is press the button, and it will automatically show you the sizes that fit you perfectly. Our solution works on pretty much any store that uses sizes, whether it's a clothing store, lingerie store, or the footwear store. How does it work? It's a little avatar that shows you exactly how the clothing looks on your body in different dimensions and aspects. And because of this, it increases the conversion by at least 270% of the users, and it reduces the returns by at least 28%. Our competition, of course we have competition, who doesn't? But we are in a blue ocean, because more than 98% of the stores still not using any system. They're using the still old tables. But there are a few guys who are trying to do something similar to us. We are still better than them. Our accuracy is more than 185%. Our solution takes 5 minutes to install, and the one-click button, it's the only solution. We are the only one who has it. The market is very big. There are 650,000 stores in the world, and we target 10% of them, which would the highest revenue. And in 5 years, we are planning to reach an ARR of 50 million. Our solution is up and running. We already have 180,000 registered users. We have more than 100 stores, and we already perform more than 4 million fittings. We have a very balanced team of youth and experience, and have been working together for many years. We will be raising a seed round in the next 3 months, and to finish our expansion to the UK and start expansion to the US. Thank you.
Who is the young one in the team?
Sorry?
Who is the young guy, woman in the team? So we have youth in the team.
Oh, the youth, Natalia.
Yeah. Okay.
She is also a size person, because she's that tiny.
Okay, good. Blue Ocean, 4 million fittings, 50 million ARR. Bullshit, your revenues suck right now. What's going on?
I was waiting for this question, actually. Well, because our revenue suck. It's just about 1,000 euros. And why it's happening? Well, because we initially got wrong size crowd. We start hunting rabbits, which is the small stores. We hunted a lot of them, but eventually there was very little meat. Now we switched to the deer, and it looks much more promising.
So how big are those stores that you're targeting right now?
Right now, the stores with the number of visitors, at least 100,000.
Which market?
A month. Currently, we are in Ukraine targeting the bigger stores, and we are just trying to, with the major players, the top players, and we are trying to target the medium-sized stores in the UK market. And so far, the response has been very positive.
50 million ARR in 5 years, remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Good. Thank you, Taras.
Thank you.
That's paying Hertie, Doug, and my kids' college tuition. So we count on you. So now we go back to the CTOs, right? The fun continues. First glance, these teams don't give a shit. Second glance, this team don't give a shit. Third glance, you start going deeper, and you actually understand that despite what you're hearing, they are all in. And one way to prove it, 2 ways to prove it. One is this: the previous CTO, the CEO was not here. In this case, the CEO is there. No, you pitch, bastard. You get out of your comfort zone. I love when teams do that. And no matter how difficult it's going to be for you to write this, the stage is yours. YourHub.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Raitis, CTO of YourHub. We've been working together for 5 years developing software for companies and startups. And one day, we received a phone call from a guy who works in the largest retail chain in Baltics, Maxima. He asked us if we can build attendance control to check clock towers and also help with planned shifts. We said, sure thing, but maybe go on Google, must be plenty of solutions out there. So he did. But 6 months later, he calls us again. They had 3 failed pilots. None of these solutions solved their problems. So we start to dig in deeper. Apparently, 80% of all global workforce are deskless workers, working in industries such as retail, manufacturing, logistics, and so on. And for these people, there are companies who try to solve these problems. From one side, there are enterprise resource planning solutions, which are very expensive and hard to integrate. On the other hand, there are general HR players who don't really focus on deskless workers. So we went all in and built simple SaaS solution with easy pricing. And yeah, and for deskless, and it works. For deskless people, we have a kiosk for check-in, check-out process. Also to do communication and with management. And pilot with Maxima was a success, and we are rolling out to 7,000 users right now and finish the process in Q4. We have other clients too, a couple of printing houses, Swedish manufacturing company, and we just finished a successful pilot with largest electricity infrastructure company in Latvia. And in Europe alone, there are 40 million people working in retail, in manufacturing, in companies larger than 100 people. For these companies, we can save cost of 2 hours per employee per month by optimizing check-in process. And also, we can save 16 hours of managers' time by optimizing and streamlining planning and reporting process. And our ask is simple today. If you need already proven solution in industries like retail and manufacturing, talk to us. Thank you. YourHub, it's about time.
That took a long practice and time. Why only the Baltics? Why are you not expanding outside of the Baltics? What's stopping you?
First of all, we just started a year ago. We want to make our product well enough so it suits for other markets as well. But actually, clients we already have are outside Baltics, so we're trying to expand with them as well.
Why did Uldis wanted you to pitch today?
Actually, I wanted to do it myself.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of improvements. Believe me.
Thank you.
It's all about potential.
I think when you become an entrepreneur, it's all about breaking barriers, right? But some people has easier than others. We met this team in our online pre-acceleration. They couldn't make it physically. They were in Iran. There was no way they were going to make it here. They're a team of achievers. Not only they actually managed to get the traction, expand to other countries, somehow he managed to get here. It took planes, visas, I don't know how many weeks, but he made it. With all of you, Formaloo.
Thank you very much. Hope you are not tired because we saved the best for the last. So, 10 years ago, we co-founded our first startup, a social network. In the first year, it didn't go so well. We were losing monthly active users. To fix that, we created a gamification system with powerful data mining. It went great. We saw an enormous growth in our user engagement and loyalty. After selling that company, we saw a lot of requests from big organizations to ask us to solve the exact same problem for them. We saw that most e-commerces and startups were focusing only on new clients, and they have trouble keeping and retaining their own existing customers. The most challenging barrier of marketing automation success is integration between various marketing systems. So, knowing the power of data that customers leave to businesses as a legacy, we created Formaloo. Formaloo is a customer data platform that collects, analyzes, and unifies all data from different data sources to grow customer loyalty. It's the system that connects everything in your business in one place. With the power of gamification and data mining, we created a system that helps businesses grow and improve their customer loyalty and user engagement, and maximize the profit that they're getting from each and every customer simultaneously. After using Formaloo, our clients are experiencing a huge growth in their retention, customer loyalty, and most important of all, customer lifetime value. Our amazing team has been working together for more than 5 years and managed 2 successful exits and 2 mergers. Together, we built the biggest data collection platform in Iran, and we are active in 14 countries, especially US, Canada, and Australia. We have more than 12,000 clients today and analyze more than 800,000 unique customer data. We are experiencing 25% month-over-month growth rate in our monthly active clients and 15% growth rate in our MRR. Our market has more than 46 million potential clients, and we want to address 10 million of them in the next 5 years. And I'd like you to join us in this extraordinary journey. We are raising 300,000 euros to expand even faster. And if you'd like to integrate your services with us, please talk to me after the show. Thank you very much. I'm Farrokh Shahabi, the co-founder of Formaloo.
So you have customers in many different countries. What's your second largest country after Iran?
US.
Which state of the US?
We are mostly active in Silicon Valley, then New York, and then Boston, and then Seattle.
What type of customers?
Most of our customers in the US are first B2C startups, and then e-commerces, large e-commerces with different branches.
How do they find you?
The best thing is that we use our system ourselves, so we are one of our own customers. So we use the gamification and referral system to get new customers from our existing customers. So a lot of businesses are referring us to different businesses in those industries.
How big can you be in 18 months from now?
In 18 months, we are planning to have at least 100,000 euros MRR.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know, we have 10 teams already chosen. We were about to start already, and then we get a call, right? I said, who is it? It's Darth Vader. I said, shit, finally, you want to join the accelerator. You know, and what can we say? How can you say no to Darth Vader joining our accelerator? So they came 1 month from behind. This guy was always with his hoodie and the shadow. I couldn't see his face. But they have very nice MRR. They have a very good challenge, and we thought that we could help Darth Vader to grow his dark side. So with all of you, Multiorders.
The introduction. So, my name is Domantas, and I'm, as you know, also called the Darth Vader. It is probably because of my commitment and sheer will to conquer the e-commerce software market. Previously, I used to run a 6-figure e-commerce business. The overall operation was hectic and irritating. Spreadsheets, copy-pasting, unsynchronized inventory that led to overselling, human errors, and we were always running behind schedule. I had enough of it. So I searched for an app that could potentially help and solve our problems. However, after months of searching and testing, we were unsuccessful. So I decided to sell the business and develop a platform for e-commerce sellers like myself. The result is Multiorders. It lets you effortlessly sync all your business management channels. Now the back office is run in a single platform, allowing the seller to easily scale and optimize his operations. There's plenty of automation opportunity that helps reduce the amount in processing time by 10 times. Yes, that is 10 times. So let me show you what is under the cover. Our analytics dashboard with various useful reports. Our inventory dashboard that syncs across all sales channels. And our order dashboard, where the seller can ship his orders in just a few clicks. Multiorders runs under a SaaS business model, charging customers according to their business size. Our current focus is US and UK markets, where there are over 3 million active e-commerce sellers. At the moment, we have 200 paying customers that generate 15,000 euros in MRR. With the help of Intercom and Asana, we have developed a clear path for our product, after closing more than 11,000 conversations with our potential clients. Alongside me, I have 12 team members who are happily underpaid and work overtime. Also, my fellow founders, George, aka the Skipper, who is with us here today and is working on a highly secret operation with the code name The Investor Trap. Also, our CTO Vitas, aka the Dexter, who unfortunately couldn't make it here today to Latitude because, quote unquote, he said, I have more important things to do. On that note, we're raising a 700,000 euro seed round in March upon reaching 30,000 euros in MRR. Dear investors, you have missed out on Amazon, probably on Shopify as well. So I urge you to learn from your mistakes. My name is Domantas, and we are Multiorders.
How can you go faster? I don't think it still go faster enough.
Yeah, it's all about optimization and finding the correct way of basically going faster. We're in process of doing that, and I think we will go faster.
What have you changed in the last 3 months on your approach to sales?
On our approach to sales, we were working on onboarding to basically have it quicker. At the moment, we have 3 customer support specialists, and they're overfilled. So we're trying to optimize the process to basically onboard faster and faster.
What is the valuation of the next Amazon today?
Today, the valuation of the next Amazon is only 3.5 million. On our seed round, we're hoping somewhere closer to 6 million.
Okay, don't miss it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're going now to the hybrid side, to the online side, but actually 2 amazing teams. ClickLog, what can I say about these guys? Passionate doers, 4 hours time difference. They never miss a single main. Probably, in my opinion, the best Dreads founder I have ever seen in our history. Hopefully, when he's on video, he doesn't disappoint us. I think they tried 12 different ways to come by car, by train, by bus. It was by horse, probably, yes. It was just impossible. But a team of great achievers. With all of you, ClickLog.
Good afternoon. My name is Kamil. I am the CEO and co-founder at ClickLock. Do you recognize this game? Sure, it's Tetris. This popular game describes a common warehouse worker's job. And the pain, cargo handling is quite a boring process that can increase delivery time if it's done manually. Manual cargo acceptance is 4 times slower than automated. On average, 1 in 4 packages are measured incorrectly if the cargo is handled manually. Human error is a human error. A warehouse worker spends at least 45 seconds measuring single box or shipment. That's a maximum capacity of 700 shipments per day. You think that 700 shipments a day sounds good? But with an automated solution you can achieve up to 2,800 shipments per day. That's why we created single solution for automated cargo measuring and loading. Using our software, our customers get 4 times accelerated cargo acceptance and accurate data that is directly transferred to the accounting system, the Tetris algorithm that prepares optimal loading plan and allows to load more cargo in the same vehicle. The number of potential customers looks promising, and our objective is 2,000 subscriptions in 2.5 years. The subscription model currently includes 2 options: a monthly software subscription or payment per each measurement. While our competitors only sell the devices, we offer flexible and affordable SaaS solution. This allows easy integration with existing systems and includes the mathematical algorithm. As our next significant market will be targeting the biggest in Europe logistics markets of Germany and France. And that's we're proud to share. March 2020, we've been developing the solution with the main focus on the hardware. We've had the first paying customers, and today we're onboarding the next customer, negotiating with the well-known companies. We've agreed about the pilot with corporates and SMEs from Baltics and Poland. We adapted our solution, now it works in cloud, and we're not attached to the hardware. That's not all. ClickLog today automates only 2 warehouse operations: cargo unloading and loading of the goods. ClickLog tomorrow will go beyond the warehouse with mobile measurement and inspection solutions based on AI. The team that you see founded 4 logistics companies and made 2 exits before starting ClickLog. We know exactly that logistics might be more efficient without extra investments that break the bank. And we're excited to announce the launch of our seed round. We're raising €250,000 to escalate our MRR to €60,000 in the next 18 months. And interest to logistics companies, we can help them. Thank you for your attention. My name is Kamil. I'm CEO and co-founder at ClickLock.
Yeah, I forgot the smile part also. One of the best smiles also. The last team, it was too good to be true. So I remember I said, there's something wrong, there's something hiding here. Too much MRR, too easy growth, these 2 guys in Turkey, what's going on, right? They have doubled MRR. They lost their father during COVID, and they were apologizing not to come here. Having seen a team with such positive drive, commitment, and an elegant solution for a very unusual problem. With all of you from Turkey, BOBU.
Hi, my name is İzzet. Mohammed, are you ready to show what can be created with BOBU in just 3 minutes?
Of course.
Great, use these pages. How people consume the content has changed, and the book publishers have to adapt and provide engaging experience for their readers. But it's a complicated and time-consuming process. 5 years ago, we had a contract to digitize 50 children's books. Even with a team of 25 developers, it took a year to finish the project, as it required coding each feature manually. For the book publishers, it's a great pain if they want to reach the mobile-first generation. To solve this pain, we created BOBU, a platform that doesn't require a tech team or coding skills, and reduces cost and time of production by 90%. It took our first customer just 2 days to publish their first interactive mobile app. Compared to the traditional process of hiring a tech team and using a variety of tools, BOBU clients can turn a book into an interactive mobile app 10x faster for only €1,800. We are targeting children book publishers that have already tried digitizing their content and instantly see the benefits of using BOBU. With a predicted 20% conversion rate, we are aiming to onboard at least 100 publishers in 3 years. We offer annual subscription with the basic package of €1,800 per month. That includes digitizing 1 book, and our current customers are publishing 5 apps a month on average. Bobo already generates 55,000 euros MRR with only 9 paying customers. We doubled our MRR during this Startup Wise Guys program, and we will double it again by this December. We opened a branch in the United Arab Emirates that has become the publishing hub of the MENA region. And by the end of this year, we are starting operations in New York, where majority of the top publishing houses are located. To speed up the scaling process, we are currently raising 2 million euros. Bobo has 10 team members with the background in publishing and software development. In the last 10 years, we helped hundreds of publishers to create mobile apps for children that have reached 30 million users. We know exactly what children want on the mobile screen and what publishers need to create such content. Let's see the result, Mohammed.
They would surrender if Pika plays and wins the memory game. Can you help her?
A, B.
Thank you.
For apple.
Well, that's all. So tomorrow, Alexa, next batch starts on Monday. So we need to start working. Thank you very much. Thank you to the teams. It's not been an easy journey, but it's been a pleasure to have you guys. You're in a family in our hearts. Thank you for the hard work, and thank you for the audience. Thank you.